Well, very good afternoon, YouTube. It's currently about 2 in the afternoon on September 10th, 2025. It is a bad start. My pedal was in the wrong position. It's Wednesday. It's 77 degrees out here. I am riding in the middle of the day. That's so weird feeling. The sun is up in the sky and won't be blinding my eye. So remember, it would be super duper awesome if you could like, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribers, thank you for hanging in there. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Random viewers, consider subscribing. Don't forget to check out my discount links in the description. I have Ebike brands down there, mainly Angway if you want. That's the only one I've actually made any money from. So that's the one I'm going to promote. And also I have discount codes for Insta360 if you need any camera or camera accessories for action sports viewing and stuff and recording. Fortunately, I was not able to make this light for you guys, so we're going to sit here for a little bit. It just turned red, so this might be a while. You know, it feels good when I'm moving, but when I'm sitting in one place, that sun is definitely beating down on my darkly colored gray shirt. Mainly my right shoulder. I think that man had a burrito. A burrito, singular, burrito. Oh yeah, that air feels nice when you're moving right now. Oh yeah, it's almost orgasmic. No, I'm not going to start moaning because of an orgasm. That's just, I'm not that weird. I am that weird, but I don't feel like doing that right now. And my seat does definitely feel lower. I'm flat-footing my left foot on the ground. Of course, I am kind of leaning over too, so. So I started playing Borderlands 3 again, and I probably put about 15 hours into it in a couple of days. Of course, I never go on the beaten path. I'm always like exploring in that game and trying to find all the secret stuff, which doesn't really do you a lot of good because until you get further in the game, you can't really access a lot of the secret stuff. But I'm having fun with it. I don't know if you can get the chest keys anymore, though. I don't know if they still have that because it's getting replaced by Borderlands 4 now. I'm gonna have to check into that. More dudes out here working. So yeah, I think this is water out here working on this. Maybe they're planning on putting more drainage in. putting some more like gutter grates or something down. So these streets like they have this problem of flooding when it rains a lot. So maybe they're going to finally do something about that. My bike feels kind of sluggish today. It's weird. I'm going into a bit of a headwind and it's slightly uphill, but it just feels, it doesn't feel like it does when it's freshly charged. I didn't have that pep in its step, you know what I mean? My tires feel perfectly inflated, so I don't know. It's not a low pressure issue. Maybe I gained a couple pounds. I'm gonna go with I gained a couple pounds. Oh, I need to speed the hell up. Well, my plan was to ride this morning, but that didn't work out. I kind of took my medication too late and it caused some health issues. So I had to wait until I felt okay after taking my medication later to be able to be out here. Everything kind of had to kick in. And I still don't feel too great, so I'm probably going to be working my way back pretty soon. So maybe get 8 miles out of this ride would be nice. That's what I'm shooting for. Maybe 6. I don't know. See how it goes. I start hitting up H actually. I was gonna go over to like 3rd or Mountain and go back up, but I'm just gonna go up H. I don't really have anything to talk about. This is just more or less just a ride. Just a ride to ride. Oh, my bank account's not completely tapped out. I thought I was like down to 20 bucks, but I'm down to like 43. But I still got to pay Amazon Prime fee. It's coming up here pretty quick. I think I mentioned I'm back using Walmart Plus again. I like Amazon's grocery. I like their prices, but their delivery times suck. And I can't get the stuff here when I want to get it here. When it's cool out, because I hate putting my groceries away in my hot ass 90 degree temperature kitchen, sweating my brains out, freaking out because my heat sensitivity causes my anxiety to kick into high gear. But Walmart, I can get my stuff super early in the morning, and that's what I want to do from now on. So that's what I did. And the prices, I mean, the only real savings I was getting on Amazon were some of the Amazon products. And like Ben & Jerry's are super cheap on Amazon. They're usually like less than $3, but honestly, I shouldn't be eating those because there's too much in them. They're too rich, and they kind of make me feel ill, depending which ones I eat. And I'm not gonna like spend like that much money on a pint of vanilla ice cream. I'm gonna like buy a cheaper brand of vanilla ice cream and spend about the same amount on like a quart and a half or whatever. That's fiscally more responsible. Look, it's in a FedEx EV vehicle. You know, I remember when I graduated from high school and I didn't have to go to school. Like, I realized I don't have to go to school anymore, and I was like super excited until I realized I still had to go to work. And I was like, damn, traded one for the other. Actually, I was doing both for a while there. Actually, I worked my whole senior year. As my dad said, you got to go get a job. I'm like, okay. See, the thing was, my stepdad, like, he didn't want me to get a job because I was the house slave. I was like an indentured servant. I had never-ending lists of chores to do, so getting a job would have been impossible. I was literally there to fix shit and clean shit and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? Like, how am I supposed to have time to make friends and bond with people and get a girlfriend? That shit never happened because I was the house slave, and I finally had enough. And then I went to my dad's house. And that relationship with my dad kind of turned to shit because of my stepmom. So all three of my step-parents, two of them were complete asshats and ruined my life, and the other one was I was just really sad for because he was kind of pathetic is the word I'm looking for, I think. Yeah, he was kind of just really pathetic. He was a very pathetic human being. So yeah. Not really in the mood to like haul ass anywhere today. I'm just cruising around. There's gravel in the road there. It's not fun. So my other plan today was to go like 15 miles, and obviously that's definitely not happening. Ugh. Oh, what the hell, dude? There's all this gravel on the road. So it's from these crappy patch jobs. They come out and, like I said, the gravel gets everywhere. So then you have the holes again, as well as the debris that used to be in the holes. Oh, someone's got Halloween decorations out already. trying to put their neighbors to shame, like, haha, I am an overachiever and you will all pay. It's like September 10th. Why do you have your decorations out on September 10th? Maybe they're like a goth family and they really love the dark and spooky or something. Like, oh yes, it's our favorite time of the year, and every time of the year we just put our shit out earlier and earlier until eventually we're just never going to take it down. Fuck. That sucked. That's new. I gotta remember that. That branch is all sagged down and shit. I bet you some kid like jumped up and grabbed it or something that's like partially broken and hanging down now. And I couldn't go anywhere because that big truck was to my left. I always blame kids. You know what? I bet an adult actually did that. Some dumbass adults like, I'm gonna jump up and grab this. Uh-oh. Oops, look what I did. Hope I don't decapitate any bike riders. Well, I went a little further today than I did yesterday, so. Hands are like really sore. I can tell when I've been gaming a lot because my hands like hurt more from using the controller. I don't know what it is. I got Borderlands. I got it set on normal because it has normal or easy mode. And I'm like, it's really easy on normal. Maybe it's because of all the other games I've been playing, like Destiny or Fallout or other things that are way harder or something. I don't know. But it's like not really even a challenge. I'm just like walking through everything. The only time I've died in the game so far is because I jumped off of something I didn't realize I couldn't. There was no bottom, basically. I jumped into a hole. Or I was like, oh, that looks like something shiny down there. Let me go try to get that. And went try to get that, and that wasn't what that was. Then I did the smart thing and zoomed in on it with my sniper rifle and realized it was just a sign. One of the neon signs in the game that led to nothing. I always say I have nothing to talk about, then what happens? I start jibber-jabbering away. Like a bird that just won't shut up. A dog that the neighbors call on all the time. I had a feeling he was just gonna go, but he didn't like turn into my lane or anything, but I wanted to make sure. Trust him, the old gut, the old keep me from getting run over by a car gut, you know. After that car wouldn't run me over, I'd end up on the hood. Then I'd roll off and he'd probably just drive away. I always assume the worst about people, and that's why I'm still alive. I just chalk it up to self-awareness. Like, I'm not going to assume you're a good person. I'm going to assume you're an asshole, and then if it turns out you're a good person, then that's great. If you're an asshole, then I was right. And I'm still alive. I know that's kind of a morbid way to look for an outlook on life, but, you know, I've been, hurt a lot by people that I thought were good people, so. I mean, they were good at first. They didn't have any follow through on their goodness. They just went straight from good to straight evil. Like, okay, well, damn. You go with your bad self, literally. I'm gonna slow down for this intersection again because people blow through this stop sign all the damn time. Even though it's, well, that one on the right there, when you're headed east on that road, the one on the other side of the road is like obstructed by trees and stuff, so a person from out of the area would have an excuse to say, I didn't know that stop sign was there because I couldn't see it because there's a tree in the way. But anybody in the neighborhood obviously does not have that excuse because they don't know it's there by now. Then they should, like, I don't know what they should do in that instance. Quit driving? Yeah, quit driving. That's what they should do. Fourth Street again. Well, before I left, I took some Tylenol and then I checked and made sure it was safe, and then I took a Pepto because I'm having some reflux. I've been having some reflux the past few days. I think it's just stress. I think I was stressing because I was running out of food, and it just built up in my system, and it's got to work itself out. At least that's what I tell myself, because I really don't want heart problems. Because with my experience of going to the hospitals, they don't really do anything for you if you have heart problems. They just keep ignoring you, telling you, oh, it's your GI, it's gastrointestinal, it's not your heart. And it's like, really? We did the GI stuff and I'm still having chest pain. And they said, oh, it's probably more GI stuff. It's like, what? Anyways. So you're telling me when I stress out and my chest starts to hurt really bad, it's because my stomach's messed up? I mean, doesn't it usually take a second for your acid to, like, get up to your chest? Yeah, just don't fucking pay attention, dumbass. That's why I slowed down. I knew he was going to do that shit. I freaking knew it. He did not. If I was full throttle, man, that would have been an accident. He did not have time to clear that intersection before I got to him. And I would not have been speeding. Well, technically on an e-bike I would have been speeding, but I wouldn't have been going faster than the posted speed limit for all traffic. Well, there's my short for the day. You thought I was going home, didn't you? I thought I was going home, and then I said, you know what, I'm feeling like maybe the Pepto's kicking in. I'm going to go a little further. Try to get that 8 miles in. I think I missed my appointment. I was supposed to go for a follow-up appointment to the urgent care to get a blood pressure test, and I think I missed it, but I would have thought they would have called me or something. I don't know what I did with the appointment letter, and I can't go this way. Damn you! Damn you! I have to go the other way. I have to go back the way I wanted to go up over the hill, I say. That's sad. I wanted to do the little curvy part. I wonder if I can get back over there. I was originally going to turn down this road too, so I guess I'm just where I was going to go. Oh well. I don't know why I'm sweating. I'm comfortable. I don't feel like hot or anything. Oh yeah, I can go back that way. There's another detour sign. I never knew Winnie the Pooh was a woman or a girl. You know Pooh Bear? Pooh Bear's not a dude. Pooh Bear's a female. Did I just blow your minds? Oh God, this road sucks. This is a shitty detour. It's like they're actually scraping up the road to put asphalt down. Maybe they're going to finally replace this cement with some asphalt. I want to look it up. Maybe wonder how long these streets have been paved with cement or concrete or whatever the hell it is. Combination of the two. Maybe it's like concrete underneath and then they top it with cement so it's smooth. I don't know. I got to be careful. The road's really slippery right now. There's a lot of dust on it. See, I thought they were putting bike lanes in. Apparently this was all being marked because they needed to dig it up for irrigation or something. Or drainage, was a more appropriate term. Description. Function. Designation. I'm thinking of words with shin that I could apply to it. Down 2 bars on the rear and 1 bar on the front. It's so exciting. They're working on stuff around where I live. That's how exciting my life is. I need a girlfriend. Any takers? Any takers that want a morbidly obese, critically healthy issue dude with who lives at home with his mom? I got a pretty big room if you help me clean it out. I have no income. Want to be my sugar mama? Want to fund my YouTube career? Anybody into fat guys? Come on. There's got to be a taker out there somewhere. I know of one, but I'm pretty sure she wants nothing to do with me. Because I actually plan on losing weight. Hello. Damn it. That short's gonna be I need a sugar mama. Dang it. I need a woman that likes project boyfriends. Oh man, that guy's a hell of a fixer-upper. I can get a few years of use out of that guy. And I have just enough confidence to drag that out. A few years, baby, you're going to be with me the rest of your life. I'm never going to be all the way better. I'm dragging that shit out. I'm hearing phantom cars again. I keep hearing car noises and there's no cars. I'm like hearing them, they're really far away. Have I developed super hearing somehow that only detects cars that are way too far away from me and have absolutely no chance of running me over? What kind of superpower is that? Has my anxiety evolved to like hearing car paranoia? The hell? I made it to the park. That's good. This ought to be a good 10 miles and by the time I get home. Sweet. My bike definitely feels like it's struggling. And probably just a worn battery issue. Kind of want to stand up for a sec, but then I kind of don't. But I'm going to. Oh, I need to stand up. Oh, I really haven't had much opportunity to actually stop and get off the seat, so. So I'm gonna go, no, I can go back down the hill and go back up Marshall. I was gonna go through the residential part with all the intersections and the stops and starts, and honestly don't feel like doing that right now. Homie's breaking down. That truck is, I heard that he was trying to start it earlier and I heard it pop, so he's having some issues. That blows. Older vehicles will eventually break down. They last a hell of a lot longer than the new stuff, but eventually they just quit working. Oh, I guess he's gonna keep going. I hope he doesn't backfire. He's like kicking out a lot of really smelly exhaust. But it's a classic vehicle. He doesn't, I think that's how that works. Or I just sounded like a complete uneducated asshat. Whatever. See, the courteous thing to do when you come to a part of the road where there's a road where there's cars parked on the side of the road, but your side of the road doesn't have any cars parked. What you should do is actually slow down, let the other people that are obstructed get around it first, and then speed back up. Like move over, then speed back up. But most people do around here is make the people that are obstructed wait, and then the opposite happens. So I don't know. That's just in my opinion. That's what I try to do when I'm riding my bike, if you've ever noticed that. Also, I don't want to get run over. That's the other major reason why I do that. Glad I was able to go further. Problem with my health is like being too sedentary makes my symptoms worse. But when my symptoms are worse, I really can't do anything, and it's like this never-ending cycle of I'm not doing anything, but I can't do anything until I force myself to do something, and then that takes a risk of me going to the hospital. So every time I ride my bike out here, other than like chaos factor of getting run over or getting hit by a stray animal or me hitting somebody, I take a risk of having to go to the ER. If I get home and my symptoms are so bad I can't stand it, I'll end up going to the hospital. So that's a major unmotivator for me. So you can tell, like, I'm extremely motivated to get out here and ride my bike, even though it hurts a lot of the time. That's bumpy. And trust me, I wish I could still pedal a bike. If I was in shape, man, I'd be doing this. I'd be doing regular mountain biking. I'd be doing all kinds of bike riding. Holy crap. I just noticed that huge ass ding in the road there. Yeah, I really want to get back into mountain biking, so I hope I can nip this shit in the bud and get better, drop a couple 100 pounds, and just be back to my old self. But until the actual hospitals start listening to me and taking me seriously, I don't see how that's going to happen. I mean, the weight loss, yeah, but the chest problems, they're not going to go anywhere because I lose weight. The chest problems pre-exist the weight gain, so it's like, it's not going to do me any good. As far as trying to solve the chest problems, just losing weight, it's not going to do anything. And I keep trying to tell them that, and they're like, no, it's because you're morbidly obese. I'm like, no, I'm morbidly obese because my chest hurts, and it hurts to exert myself, and I can't work out anymore. Okay, cat, don't run out in front of me. Little orange kitty. Honestly, I don't eat a lot of food. I eat 1 or 2 meals a day, normal size meals. I occasionally do overindulge. I have mentioned that before, but for 90% of the time, I eat normal amounts of food. I just can't work out anymore. So, and I'm 48 years old. When you get to be 48 years old and you eat normal food, but you can't actually physically exert yourself, you gain weight. So, I'm caught between a few different rocks and a few different hard places. Anywho, and I'm not complaining, I'm just observing. I'd be sounding much whinier if I was complaining. I know my voice sounds kind of nasally sometimes, but nasally is not an indicator of whininess. Whininess is just what my voice decided to do that day. Today being one of those days. Oh, man, that kind of hurt. Let's see what we did for mileage. Oh, my kickstand didn't go all the way down. Bike almost fell over on me. Yeah, we did 10.8 miles. Sweet. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's better than I thought I was going to be able to do today. Sweet. Sure, it took me probably like, I feel like I've been out here like 40 minutes though. Man, a lot of spiders. Okay. I'm so lucky. I still got 2 good tires for the rear. I have the other Dominator tire from the brand I bought. I got sent tires from, but why can I never remember their name? They have such a cool name. And I have the dual sport tire I took off to replace with the test tires. So, and my front tires, that shit's never gonna wear down. There's not enough weight on it. I got probably 2 years of riding left on that one. So I've got like a couple years worth of tires left. I don't even have to buy, barring them getting shredded for some freak reason. I'm good to go for a while. Ultraverse. Ultraverse is the brand of the tire. Sorry, Ultraverse, I keep forgetting this. Just my memory. So check out Ultraverse tires on Amazon. They're very durable. They're dual sport style tires. Hold up really freaking well. Remember, between me and my bike, there's over 500 pounds. And I've been riding on that tire for a few months and it's still kicking ass. So it's a good tire. Alright guys and gals and everything in between. Remember to have a wonderful whatever, wherever you are. And I will see you all in my next e-bike video. Okay, bye.